For Taylor, the love for her children has always been the most important thing in her life. In recent episodes, Taylor has chosen to spend her time with Steffy and her grandchildren, trying to enjoy every precious moment with her family before she has to leave. The bond between Taylor and Steffy is not only a mother-daughter bond, but also an indispensable spiritual support for Steffy, especially when she is still facing personal troubles and threats from Sheila. However, Thomas's absence in this context creates a big contradiction. Although Thomas spent time with his mother in France with Douglas in Paris, his absence in Taylor's final months makes the story more painful. As a son, Thomas deserves to know about his mother's critical condition and have the opportunity to say goodbye. This absence is not only a void in the mother-son relationship, but also a factor that makes Taylor's tragedy deeper. Thomas is currently in Paris, far from his family and completely unaware of Taylor's illness. He has been focused on his work and life in France, seemingly detached from his family's problems. Although Taylor has spent time with Thomas in Paris, will that be enough for Thomas to feel secure in not being with his mother in her final months? This separation will make him feel guilty and regretful if he does not return in time. In Taylor's final days, it makes perfect sense to bring Thomas back from Paris. There is no reason for him to be kept in the dark about his mother's condition. The audience expects to see Thomas return to have a chance to say goodbye to his mother. But will this come in time? The scenario becomes even more heartbreaking when Thomas, although he may have received news of his mother's condition, returns too late. The Bold and the Beautiful has never shied away from delivering emotional shocks, and the prospect of Thomas returning only to be confronted with the reality that Taylor has passed away from a heart attack is one of the most tragic and painful. How will Thomas feel when he learns that he missed his last chance to be with his mother? The regret will haunt him, especially when Thomas realizes that he failed to notice the signs of Taylor's unusual behavior while in France. He may return in the hope of helping his mother, but the harsh truth is that he was too late. This is one of the situations that The Bold and the Beautiful will certainly exploit to heighten the audience's emotions, while creating a dramatic turning point in the story. If Thomas returns and is confronted with the reality that his mother has passed away, the loss could send him into a deep emotional crisis. Thomas has been through a lot in his life, but losing his mother without a chance to say goodbye will be the biggest shock to him. He will likely blame himself for not realizing his mother's condition and for not being able to return to be with her in time. The story of Taylor's passing will not only affect Steffy, but will also have a big impact on Thomas. He will likely have to deal with complicated emotions, from regret to anger, which can lead to unpredictable decisions in the future. This loss can completely change Thomas's psychology and create a new direction for the character on The Bold and the Beautiful. Taylor's passing will be a big shock not only for Thomas, but also for the entire Forrester family. Ridge, Steffy, and even Brooke will have to deal with complicated emotions when Taylor is gone. Ridge and Taylor's relationship has been through a lot, but Taylor's death may cause Ridge to rethink what he missed out on by not spending time with her in her final days. Thomas will face an unpredictable future after Taylor's death, and he may have to fight guilt and find a way to make up for past mistakes. Viewers will wait to see if Thomas can overcome the pain of losing his mother and find balance in his life. This regret may push him into risky decisions, or it will be the motivation for him to become stronger.